Love by Contract, the CEO's hidden romance. Alexander Grant, the dashing CEO of Grant Enterprises, had it all: wealth, power, and a reputation that preceded him. His picture-perfect life was complete with his glamorous girlfriend, Selena Hart, a celebrated actress adored by millions. But behind closed doors, their relationship was anything but real. A contract bound them together, designed to bolster their images and expand their respective empires. Enter Emma Carter, Alexander's secretary. Sharp, resourceful, and grounded, Emma had worked at Grant Enterprises for 3 years. Emma knew better than to let herself get caught up in her boss's charm, but that didn't stop her heart from betraying her every time he smiled at her. Selena, despite her glamorous persona, was growing tired of the charade. During a particularly heated argument with Alexander, she proposed ending the arrangement. With her career soaring, she no longer needed the publicity stunt. Alexander, initially resistant, realized that the contract's expiration was inevitable. This shift left Alexander with a problem. He needed stability in his public image, a woman by his side who could weather the media storm that would follow Selena's departure. His board of directors was particularly concerned about his distraction and how it might affect the company's reputation. That's when Emma inadvertently walked into his office, coffee in hand, and unaware she was about to become the center of his next plan. "Emma, I need your help," Alexander began, his tone uncharacteristically earnest. Emma raised an eyebrow, placing his coffee on the desk. "Of course, sir. What do you need?" He hesitated, then took a deep breath. "I want you to be my girlfriend, temporarily, of course." Emma blinked. "Excuse me?" He explained his predicament, laying out the terms of the arrangement. It would be strictly professional, with clear boundaries and substantial financial compensation. Emma's initial reaction was a mix of disbelief and indignation, but as Alexander outlined the benefits, paying off her student loans, a promotion, and an end date, she couldn't ignore the opportunity. "I'll think about it," she said, leaving his office with her mind spinning. A week later, Emma found herself in a designer gown standing beside Alexander at a high-profile gala. Cameras flashed and whispers filled the air as the mystery woman on Alexander Grant's arm became the evening's headline. Emma played her role well, smiling at the right moments and holding his arm just tightly enough to convey intimacy without overstepping. Despite her nerves, Emma couldn't deny the spark between them. Alexander's whispers of reassurance and the way he shielded her from intrusive questions felt genuine. For the first time, she wondered if the lines of their contract might blur. Selena re-entered the picture, but not as Emma expected. She reached out to Emma privately, warning her about Alexander's tendency to manipulate people to serve his goals. "He'll charm you into believing you're special," Selena said, "but don't forget it's all a game to him." Selena's words planted a seed of doubt in Emma's mind. Was Alexander genuinely drawn to her, or was she just another pawn in his elaborate chessboard? As the weeks turned into months, Emma and Alexander spent more time together. Their shared moments, late-night work sessions, candid conversations, and unguarded laughter, felt increasingly real. Emma found herself yearning for more than the terms of their contract allowed. But Alexander's walls were impenetrable. Every time Emma tried to get closer, he pulled away, retreating into his polished exterior. The more she fell for him, the more she questioned if he'd ever let her in. A tabloid scandal erupted when photos of Alexander and Selena from their past relationship resurfaced. Rumors swirled that the two were rekindling their romance, leaving Emma humiliated and furious. She confronted Alexander, demanding to know why he hadn't addressed the rumors. "Because it doesn't matter," he said dismissively. "You know the truth." "Do I?" Emma shot back. "Because right now I feel like the biggest fool in the room." Hurt and disillusioned, Emma walked away, vowing to end their arrangement. In Emma's absence, Alexander realized how much he had come to rely on her, not just as his secretary or a convenient partner, but as someone who understood him in ways no one else did. Determined to win her back, he tore up their contract and showed up at her apartment unannounced. "Emma, I don't want a contract. I want you, for real," he said, his voice raw with emotion. Emma hesitated, her heart torn between hope and fear. "How do I know this isn't just another game?" "Because I'm standing here, willing to risk everything, my reputation, my company, for a chance to be with you," Alexander replied. because I'm standing here willing to risk everything, my reputation, my company, for a chance to be with you. My reputation, my company, for a chance to be with you, Alexander replied. Their relationship wasn't easy, navigating the complexities of Alexander's high-profile life and Emma's hesitations tested them both. But for the first time, their connection felt unshackled by contracts or pretense. As they stood together at another gala months later, Alexander leaned in and whispered, "This time, it's real." Emma smiled, knowing that behind the glittering facade of their public life lay a love they had fought to make their own.